What's up, guys? Couch Doom here. I certainly hope you guys are all well, and I hope your week's going well. Especially for those of you in the retail. Obviously struggling along the week after Christmas is its own special kind of hell. So there's a 10th level of hell that we don't have in canon D&D. What we're gonna do for this Flare&Flavor Friday is I kind of went over it a little bit in my Monster Monday / Spell of the Week. The super video, you guys could call it, and what I went over was mounts, and I also went over the Find Steed spell. If you want to go look at it, you can go find it. It's one of those things. It's the steed and the mounts. When I use them, it's a pretty near and dear thing to my heart. I think I've only used them, maybe once or twice, dedicated. But I feel like they definitely have a place, especially if you play any of the heavy war versions of this game. Now anyway, I just kind of wanted to go over a few things involving the mounts for anybody that's new, as well as some of the seasoned players. I see, the different mounts that we have here, it really depends on what you are trying to do. Because obviously we have a camel, a donkey or mule, an elephant, which I always think is cool because it's only 200 gold points, gold pieces. You can just take that and go and buy yourself an elephant if it's eligible. I think that'd be so cool. Obviously, if the campaign doesn't allow it, that's one thing. I guess you'd be more accustomed to camels, but I think it would be kind of a cool statement to be on an elephant. You can get a draft horse, a riding horse, a mastiff. I think honestly, a pack mastiff would be cool just to have as a companion. Drop 500 gold pieces and get a 2 mastiffs and a warhorse, outfit them all. It'd be a good investment, I think. And then you have the pony, and then you have the warhorse, 400 gold pieces, speed 60 feet. The riding horse is speed 60 feet as well. The carrying capacity on the elephant obviously is ungodly at 1,320 pounds. If you want to play a merchant, there's your investment. The camel obviously seems to be able to carry just as much as the riding horse. The draft horse carries about 60 pounds more. The warhorse carries as much as the draft horse, which is kind of impressive. The mastiff can carry 195 pounds. So I feel like that's pretty impressive. It carries just about as much as a pony does. Anyway, with that, obviously I feel like, things like tacks and harnesses and stuff, can definitely be important here when you take into consideration, because you have barding, bit and bridle, you have the different things you get out of your chariot. That'd be kind of cool. Don't forget to get feed either. That honestly is probably the most expensive part here that I'm looking at. Actually, not really. 250 gold pieces, for a chariot. But then you look at your feed, it's only 5 copper pieces. You get 10 pounds of that. It's not too bad. Now, one thing I want to move on to and kind of cover really quick in this video, obviously, because it's Flare&Flavor, we call it a feat, or, the fantastical awesomeness that is the mounted combat feat. You are a dangerous foe to face while mounted. While you are mounted and aren't incapacitated, you can gain the following benefits. You have advantage on melee attack rolls against any unmounted creature that is smaller than your mount. So I think it'd be kind of hilarious to have a halfling on a mastiff and, just drove through hordes of goblins. I think that'd be kind of cool. You can force an attack targeted at your mount to target you instead. If your mount is subjected to an effect that allows it to make a dexterity saving throw to take only half damage, it instead takes no damage if it succeeds on the saving throw, and only half damage if it fails. So shield expert, bam, for your mount. I think that's definitely something that you can't overlook, to be honest with you, because I feel like that'd be something that's really important for your character to have the capability of. To protect your mount at all costs. Because heck, they're expensive, and if your DM is one of those guys that doesn't like to hand out money, $400, that is an investment for you. Now, I did want to go over real quick over the mounted combat section in page 198 of the player's handbook. A knight charging into battle on a warhorse, a wizard casting spells from the back of a griffin, or a cleric soaring through the sky on a pegasus all enjoy the benefits of speed and mobility, which is kind of a no-brainer. Now, it's one of those things that with this, we're definitely, I want you to go over here and take a look at the mounted combat section, the mounting, dismounting, controlling a mount. Just kind of go over a little bit of information with that, just to kind of get an idea. Otherwise, with that, what definitely leave you guys with this question. You know, when it comes to your mounts, what criteria do you look for? Do you look for like the coolness factor? Do you look for the usefulness factor? I mean, you know, there was a universe that RDM had where you could pack with most things if you knew how the magic worked. It was pretty phenomenal because at some point, you know, we would have, you know, giant mastiffs and stuff like that we'd have packed into. Heck, one of our Paladin of Vengeance was packed into a bullet, so that was pretty intense. But as far as mounts go, I feel like they're an integral part of a character if you're playing that kind of character. So do you think it should be limited to fighters? I mean, like you know, what, could a wizard be, you know, kind of a mount-based character? What are your thoughts? Leave them down in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe, and it's Celtic Doom. I will see you guys on our next video on Earth Awesomeness. It'll be coming out tomorrow. Have a good day.